Hi, all my dear. I'm still Olga Chebikina. So if you've just joined, this is already the second convo with Natasha Kozlovskaya. There's the first one. In the description of this video, we will definitely leave a link to it. Today, we will be talking about a cool topic. Money and prosperity are perpetually in high demand, one of the most popular catchphrases in history, and nothing will ever change. How do you define the notion of money and its inherent value?
Recall, in the prior interview, I mentioned how I appreciate the phrase money is the applause of the universe, signifying success through correct actions, finding one's place, acquiring inner confidence, receiving support, and providing value to others. I still believe that the task of each one of us is not merely to live a certain life, but to be of assistance to someone. And just when you accomplish all of this and are content internally, that is when the applause of the universe recognizes wealth and approaches you.
And there was a significant thesis in our inaugural episode that I highlighted for myself. I always take notes after recording with my heroes, and it was emphasized that happiness should be prioritized over money. Prioritize your brain's well-being before the child. Prioritize happiness over money, as many reverse this and it turns out the other way. Where I have more money, there will be more happiness. This doesn't mean that you can't acquire money while being unhappy. People come here amazed by how much money there is and how little happiness and my dream there is. Please consider this. Let's now go back a bit in the past. You started working with different techniques, including the subconscious, while in a happy marriage. You were earning, had prestigious positions, and managed businesses of various formats and sizes. The husband was also successful in his own affairs in every sense. He was ready, and he relished doing it.
He says, I don't have as much patience. You really need patience there. This is a discipline in working with the subconscious mind. He says, I may not have as much patience, but nevertheless, he succeeded. And when there was some new stage, some new achievement, I was incredibly pleased that he constantly emphasized that if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have thought of it that way. Even in the past, I enjoyed using different self-discovery tools, and our astrologer stated that she cannot be stopped from pursuing her dreams. Let her dream, don't be afraid of her desires, and then everything will be, and that's exactly how it was. So we had a real situation where we lost our jobs at the same time, when we had debt obligations for repairs, and when we had issues with car insurance. And how does our brain usually work? Energy saving mode. We hide, save, and economize. I am currently sitting here expressing my desire to build a house. Yes, right at this very moment. He responds by saying, well, let us proceed. Up to this point, nobody comprehends. Well, I comprehend the way it functions. Nobody comprehends how it occurred. A year and a half later, I was already strolling there and drinking coffee, just like in my most ambitious dreams. Just like in that practice, point B, she was already on my mind at that time. I imagined myself descending a gray staircase in my house, music playing in the morning. That's where the ease comes in, when people see it's already there in the material realm, they start to believe. And they say, you're happy, you have it. It works differently there. And the most difficult part is to start living in this way when you don't have it and still be grateful for it.
Your big dream always tests you. And for example, my marriage fell apart precisely during the process of building a house. And naturally for my followers, it was a traumatic experience. Because you dream, you start constructing a home for the family specifically with this person in mind. Various other parallel things happen during the process. You understand that this is a very important part of life. Everything is excluded. Perhaps it is him, it is the house, or it is a dream that has been shattered in some way. Your big dream is testing itself out. You mentioned a cool thing, that working with the subconscious mind is a discipline. Please document this, because people naturally desire a magic pill, a formula, some kind of quick fix. You listen to something there, something has changed in you. Although intermediate results can indeed be quite fast. I get it, you're going to say you always work with the subconscious, but when will the first results come? 3 weeks.
Life before and after. Olya, I swear to you, when I look at these reviews, first of all, I get goosebumps, and sometimes I wonder, is this really happening to me?
We are approaching this very cautiously, and at no point are we saying that just do meditation and you will get rid of a deadly disease. However, one may wonder, how does our subconscious work? What do we truly believe in? And to what extent is this moral feeling important for our overall physical health and well-being? Tell me about physics.
All of this occurred, and the physicians were taken aback by what is transpiring in this place with you. Doctors were speaking. There are certain topics, a little bit taboo, because when people encounter them, it can be such an emotionally intense moment that everything, generally it is denied. That is the norm. That is why stories about children, they are kind of like a taboo for me because I do not have children myself. But I always say, if you are in doubt, I have many moms who can provide guidance. By the way, I possess a sense of pride. I have females who have achieved this dream of theirs when something altered in their minds.
All gynecologists in the world confirm that, as a rule, if there is no physiological defect preventing pregnancy, unfortunately also occur. Here, there's a story when gynecologists say, "You've tried everything, maybe take a vacation."
For example, this is also about how a person differs from the reality in which they live. This can be managed. So you can learn once and learn to manage everything in your life.
Since we're discussing the body, let's revisit your significant 12 kilos that departed during the divorce and emotional turmoil and never came back.
I was telling you that at one point in time, I felt extremely light, incredibly good. I forgave every single person, let go of everything, and genuinely loved with all my heart. Not about divorce situation currently. Moments pulling from past. At one moment, I realized, oh Lord, how cool to live. Living the dream. By the way, I possess a meditation focused on gratitude. And in that moment, I genuinely grasped the true essence of love and gratitude for my own self. I get emotional to tears during this meditation, even though I write and speak them myself. From many of my meditations, I end up crying. And that's what happened, love and gratitude.
Subscribers also write to me asking questions. I lost 7 kilograms. Well, they definitely associated with a certain stress. But that's not the case. This is a much more complex process. And now let's get back to our high vibrational things. You said that love and gratitude, it's been known for a long time. You don't even have to argue. And people who truly reside in this state, it's just pure bliss. And you look at people and they are pleasant to you. They seem beautiful. It's very joyful to be here. This can't even be described in words. Is self-love also the same high vibrations as love for the world, for other people?
Love, that is what love is. About love and gratitude. If everyone reached this state, we would definitely live in a different world, like they show in movies. Honestly, I would dream about it, but that would violate free will, so I will not dream about it. I thank those students who come to me to achieve this state of being.
In the last interview, I want to bridge to the future. We discussed point B in the initial problem. If you haven't watched it, a link will also be attached. Don't forget that there is a cool meditation practice available in real-time mode included in the first issue. You can watch it over and over again indefinitely. About point B, here's your point B from the future, out of what can be publicly voiced.
I had an interest in channeling. I studied a lot to understand the reason for my presence. And I will just let you know that at point B, there will be some sort of image. I refer to it as the White House. This is an enormous, extraordinary enterprise. This is an absolutely fantastic and remarkable place to be in which a wide range of supercosmic future technologies will be employed and utilized for various purposes and advancement. And so any person with any request, whether mental or physical, coming there will be able to resolve this issue. My perfect dream. I'm in all white at the White House, witnessing millions of people achieving incredible results that inspire me.
So be it. We all say that time is changing very quickly, the speeds have increased. That's absolutely true. Not noticing it would just be silly. Tell me, how do you perceive this transition? I understand we visited astrologers, tarologists, futurists, asked economists, entrepreneurs in different markets, niches, how they feel about it. Everyone speaks their own. This is the beginning.
This is just the beginning. Cosmic speeds. Right now, values are changing very significantly and vibrations are changing very significantly. And this is felt both on a physical level, and someone feels it particularly vividly, while others feel it less, slightly less for now, but everyone will come to this. At the present moment, it is about altering values within oneself. Competition, not loving each other, extinguishing each other. Everything changes, but not everyone will go there. Not everyone. And in a physical sense, unfortunately too, because those who don't manage to transition to these vibrations won't manage to board this beautiful train. And in that place, where there is no competition, where everyone is evolving, where the primary objective is not profit, where the primary objective is knowledge and the application of this knowledge, there to my residents in the White House.
Dear, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for, I repeat, your energy, for your positivity, for how generously you share, for how boldly you dream and step widely into this dream, being a role model, an example for a huge number of people. Let everything come true, as you already know.